100.
All rise, please, for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. We'll do a quick roll call here to determine a quorum. Counselor Baumgartner. Here. Ebers. Here. Ferguson.
Here.
I am here. Paternoss.
Here.
We have a quorum. We'll call the meeting to order at 5:30. All right, we'll now engage in our public forum. This is the time when members of the public are encouraged to come forward and address council. And when you do that, please state your name for the meeting minutes. I also want to invite members of the community to reach out to city staff to develop their ideas and offer suggestions to help refine city processes and procedures if the 3-minute timeline doesn't fit that need. We have very approachable, very knowledgeable staff members here in all of our departments who are very willing to work with community members to develop best ways to move forward. So with that, anybody from the public is welcome and encouraged to address council now. Mr. Hebrink.
Hi there. Bring a chair up.
Sure. Pardon us.
It was my first time setting up chamber, so clearly I forgot that chair. I apologize.
4 months.
I know, I haven't had to do it.
For the 3-minute time limit, can I request 5 minutes?
No,
Okay.
you are definitely invited to engage with staff, you know, to refine ideas.
Had attended the last council meeting and I was glad to see that there was a little presentation on the electrical fund and glad to see that they're looking into that. So thank you for giving me some time during the public portion to comment on this. I was thinking I had 5 minutes, but I guess I got 3. So I will try and get through all of it. I was glad, again, to see that the comments provided by the city administrator to inform the council about the past and future of the electric fund and the progress that is being sought when moving forward. However, I always have a hard time when topics like this are on the discussion or item agenda and only the council can respond. In the future, I'd like to see that opened up for public comment. Moving past this, I followed the electric fund for a few years now and just feel like the city continues to take advantage by increasing the rates as it's a very generous source of revenue towards the budget. As mentioned during the presentation that it was maybe a little time constraint, but nonetheless, it was good information that was being presented to start to make everyone aware of the depleting electrical fund balance. And that if a possible natural disaster was going to perhaps arise, that there could be some fiscal decisions that might impact for getting the system back up and running. So I understand the information or some of the goals are maybe from 2013. The PUC did come up with new goals in 21 and 22. Likewise, that was mainly stemming from continued rate increases and that the PUC is unaware of their balances continue to drop. But like the slide showed, that was just the case. And if there is a lack of communication between all the entities, that does create a huge problem. So I'd like the city to strive to be as proactive as they can. 3 things that I wrote down was maybe looking in and getting more of the grid buried and underground and continue to upgrade the system. And then specifically looking at the account or the electrical fund balance. But as the chart showed, electrical fund balance has went down the last 10 to 15 years. Doesn't look like it's heading in a very good direction. Projections continue to show that going down, although the numbers weren't exactly lining up year to year. So there's some discrepancy in the numbers being used there, which hopefully someone can get that worked on. It's not hard to figure out the numbers, but when I had inquired about this a couple of years ago, this was presented to me to go and find, and basically just says that electrical reserves contribute 5 to 6% of the local government. And right now it's budgeted for 17% for the city of Olivia. And at the end of the slides, it says 265,000 is what is supposed to be inflicted on the electrical reserves, when all reality, it's about 650,000 the last 5 to 10 years. So it doesn't matter how much we raise the rates. If we're not going to actually look and figure out where this money is going outside of the electrical fund, this isn't going to be good. So
Thank you, Corey. Definitely encourage you to work with Elizabeth and Sean and Joe. I think definitely can have conversations with them. I know is the PUC looking for a spot?
They're reviewing their their bylaws and everything at the beginning of the year, so potentially might have openings, not sure. Not sure if the requirements of a PUC are Olivia residents or not,
No.
but happy to have
House.
discussions with you.
so buy a house.
Well, it's open to the public.
Mhm,
Those meetings.
absolutely.
So can definitely offer feedback there as well.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, call for a motion to approve tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll conclude the public forum here with nobody else from the public coming forward and move forward with approving of tonight's agenda. Call for a motion to approve the agenda.
So,
Motion's been made by Ferguson, seconded by Paternoss to approve the agenda. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign. Agenda is set. We'll take a look at the consent agenda here. We've all had a chance to review it, but I will run down and briefly describe what's going on here. We have the meeting minutes, work session minutes, approval of the annual resolution for 2024, our data inventory responsible parties document. We have 5 resolutions pertaining to signatories for our financial institutions. We have 5 step adjustments reflecting anniversaries for staff following performance evaluations. We have 1 hire. We have the approval of donations, $600 to the fire department from Farmward and $600 to the fire department from Land O'Lakes. Thank you very much. Gambling exempt permit for St. Mary's for a raffle. Uniform contract for code generation on small power production facilities for resident. Approving a permit for 1-day temporary on-sale liquor license to the chamber. And 2 mayoral appointments to the planning commission. I'll call for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
so move.
Motion's been made by Evers, seconded by Paternoss to approve the consent agenda. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign. Consent agenda carries as written. Moving to discussion items 5A. We're gonna have a public hearing for ordinance 2024-01, our fine and fee schedule. We'll open the public hearing here, the temporary recess of the regular meeting, and entertain staff reports.
So, similar to what we discussed on December 18th, this is the annual adjustment of our fine and fee schedule. It's at the recommendation of city attorney that when we do fine and fee adjustments, because there are some that require a public forum and some that don't, it's best practices to do them all together and make sure that there's a public forum, just to keep things clean.
We'll take some time here to receive comment from the public. Anybody wishing to address the fine and fee schedule, now is the time to come forward and identify yourself for the permanent record. Not seeing anybody here, so we'll close the public hearing and reopen the regular meeting. Do we need to adopt ordinance 2024-01 right now?
Yes.
Okay, I'll call for a motion to adopt ordinance 2024-01, the fine and fee schedule for 2024.
So move.
Second.
Motion's been made by Ferguson, seconded by Evers to adopt ordinance 2024-01. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, 2024-01 carries. Do we have any reports from staff?
Our exciting report is that our comprehensive plan, the final draft for public comment, is now available on our website. It's open for 30 days for public comment. Antonio will be doing a presentation on the plan for our first February meeting. But you can read it through our website, and we posted a link to it both on Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to encourage people to review it, they can either come to a meeting to offer public comment, or there's also a form on our website that people can fill out to email me directly with their comments on the comprehensive plan. So we're very excited about that. And then at our next city council meeting, January 16th, Pam will open the meeting with a work session on open meeting law. So we all get a nice review on, did I say that right, Pam? Open meeting law?
You did.
Yes. Okay.
Riveting.
You won't be here. We will record it.
Any other reports from staff?
Pool should be full,
Oh,
assuming they didn't
Yeah.
make a leak.
when are we swimming? I mean, me, but when are we as Olivians are swimming?
Still unknown at this point, because they gotta start throwing the chemicals in the, and seeing what happens with that. I don't know, but it says it should be full by 2 days ago, so
Okay,
maybe it's full, I don't know. We can go find out, I know.
There's no leak report.
you
Go
can
back
swim,
on
it's
it.
just not safe to swim.
We haven't got a, oh, hey, we found another leak.
Good. Good. Any other reports from council? Okay. Any notices or communications out there?
Mr. Mayor, may I ask a question quickly?
You sure can.
So, the ordinance that's adopting the fee schedule, was that for summary publication? Are you planning to republish that ordinance in its entirety in the newspaper?
Yes.
Okay, because otherwise if you wanted to do a summary publication and have it available at the offices, you could do a motion for summary publication, but no, you're good?
Okay,
Okay, perfect.
thank you. I appreciate that though. Just for notices and communications, the winter warm up is
New calendar up for the next meeting.
scheduled for, that's a collaboration between the Olivia Liquor Store and now the Chamber of Commerce. Is scheduled for Friday night, the 26th at Max's. If you want tickets, they're available at the liquor store. Okay. Any other business to come before the go to the council? Hearing none, we'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Mm.
Motion's been made by Ferguson, seconded by Paternoss to adjourn. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. All same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Man, I'm pretty-
My